In 2001, Kevin Mannis attended an estate sale, of which all items being sold were the belongings of a woman who had recently passed. Upon purchasing furniture, a sewing box and a wine box, he was approached by the granddaughter of the woman, taking him aside and describing the wine box as a Dybbuk box, telling Kevin that when she was younger she was instructed never to open the box due to her grandmother believing it was malicious. Thinking that the box held some sort of sentimental value to the granddaughter, he insisted that he return the box to her. However, this only caused her to burst into tears, refusing to take it back. Kevin brushed this off as being nothing more than grief and kept the box, placing it in his workshop where he worked, before running to do some errands. However, after half an hour passed, he received a frantic call claiming that someone was in the workshop breaking glass and swearing. After calling the police, he rushed back to the store to find his employee on the floor in the corner of the office, sobbing hysterically. After investigating the premises, Kevin claimed to have found no evidence of an intruder besides broken glass on the floor. On October 31st, 2001, Kevin gave his mother the Dybbuk box as a birthday present, not knowing the evil that was kept inside, and within 5 minutes, her face had no expression, but tears were streaming down her cheeks. She was immediately treated and sent to hospital, suffering from a stroke, and as a result, she was unable to speak and was required to point to the alphabet to communicate. On one day, when Kevin came to visit her, she wrote him a note. She said that she hated the gift he gave her, and she believed that it was the box that caused her stroke. Kevin soon gave the box to his sister, who complained that she couldn't get the doors to stay closed. He then gave it to his brother, whose wife complained it smelled like cat urine, whereas he thought it smelled like jasmine. And lastly, before putting it for auction on eBay, Kevin sold it to a couple, who 3 days later returned the box with a note that read, "This has a bad darkness." The last straw for Kevin was when he began seeing a shadowy figure in his peripheral vision, as well as the pungent smell of cat urine. This is an extract of the end of the eBay listing written by Kevin. "I would destroy this thing in a second, except I really don't have any understanding of what I may or may not be dealing with. I am afraid, and I do mean afraid, that if I destroy the cabinet, whatever it is that seems to have come with the cabinet may just stay here with me. I've been told that there are people who shop on eBay that understand these kinds of things and specifically look for these kinds of items. If you are one of these people, please buy this cabinet and do whatever you do with a thing like this. Help me."
So we got a key, a cloth, thread, hair, bone, and this little letter. I seriously feel that maybe this stuff was used in a spell.
Following the eBay auction, the box was bought by AHS Apocalypse in 2003. However, subsequently relisted the item on eBay, describing why as follows. "Around October 6th, I started feeling bad with trouble sleeping. This problem has persisted through today. I live alone now, and as of late I have noticed replacing a lot of burnt out light bulbs and getting many unusual car repairs. I've started seeing things, sort of like large vertical dark blurs in my peripheral vision, and now the box is in the possession of Zach Bagans." To begin with, I want to dissect the initial interactions with the box according to Kevin. In my opinion, it is rather strange that he, as rational as he appears throughout his listing, would have auctioned an object which caused such grief and misfortune for somebody else to deal with. If this story is true, it is clear that he has no morals. If he is willing to sell a box that could cause harm upon other people for a profit instead of getting rid of it entirely. Although it is clear that he is skeptical at the beginning, towards the end of the message it shows that he believes that the box does truly hold some sort of negative entity. And although he mentions that he doesn't want to burn it, why doesn't he simply throw it away, bury it, or throw it in the sea, like in Jumanji? Unless everything he described wasn't caused by the box and everything was coincidental. How can this all be coincidental, you may be asking? Well, in psychology there is a technique called priming, which means exposure to a stimulus influences the response to another stimulus. In relation to the Dybbuk box, Kevin, knowing that the box could be evil, may associate anything negative that happens to him as being caused by the box, because he's been primed to. Therefore, when bad things happen, he blames the box for his misfortune. Therefore, it could be argued that Kevin posted the original post for monetary gain, as he knew that with a story like that he would catch the attention of someone fascinated with the paranormal. And if you still believe that this box has a demon inside of it, Iosif Nitske wrote in his listing of the box, "I was doubtful of the haunted box, and I still don't believe in the paranormal. What happened in August and September is likely coincidental." You see, even the owner of the box didn't truly believe it was supernatural. But what do you think? Tell me in the comments down below. I hope you all enjoyed, and thanks for watching.